reason, the YouTube channel is now working. Don't go away. So we are live, and I've got live analytics coming up. Other forms as well. YouTube is that's kind of working. Audiences in stuff still, so that's great. The beverages are coming in. That anyway, John, we're going to get to you very soon. It's 9 a.m. over there in France, and I believe in Seattle there, Fleur, it's midnight, right? So you actually stayed up for us.
Yeah, I actually got, and about 2 hours ago, I was in my pajamas, and I was ready to go to sleep. And then you messaged, and I was like, oh my gosh. So,
well, at least
I was reading, and I'm so thankful that you emailed, because I would have so been asleep.
Now
I got out of my pajamas.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And you got dressed up really well too. And again, it's a shame that we don't have a video stream of that as well. She's looking very red carpet right now, and little ginger cat as well is super red carpet. But anyways, enough about the blabber. Fleur, you're going to be our first guest today. I know you from your rocket history with the Twitch New Zealand, and we actually play all that stuff at Kiwiradio.nz. You've gone to a different kind of genre now that you're a husband, is that right?
Yeah, well, I kind of started playing like Americana country-ish kind of stuff when I was still in the Twitch. I released the solo album back in New Zealand before moving over here. And I was in a band back home called Pavlova and the Jandals, which was pretty folksy as well. Little on the whimsical side, especially compared to the Twitch. But yeah, definitely sort of not playing any rock and roll anymore. Still listen to it on a Friday night after a couple of biddies, but yeah, not rocking out anymore, just folking out, which is a lot easier on my voice. When I was touring with the Twitch, we'd sort of do 9 shows in a month if that was the tour, and now I'm doing that with my husband every month. So wow. It's 4 months, like 25 shows.
Wow.
So I wouldn't be able to do that if I was playing rock and roll. I don't think it's too much stamina.
It was actually really
and also
refreshing.
A late night.
It was really refreshing hearing this side of you there, Fleur, the folk side, as you mentioned. A lot more melodic and clean, if that makes sense. Like you can hear the melody very well. You've obviously had heaps of voice training ever since. Not that, I mean, the Twitch sounded great, but now you just sound like a pop star, really, a country star. So,
I think that just comes with the amount of shows. I didn't really do any training other than just doing it.
How does it?
But yeah, my voice has definitely changed with the amount of singing that I'm doing. It's kind of, I don't know if I heard somebody say like you become an expert at anything if you did it for 10,000 hours.
10,000 hour rule, yeah, absolutely.
If you want to do it, like just do it a lot. So I've definitely done it a lot. So you can only get better with that, I think.
Oh no, well let's get straight to the showcase. But first of all, I do want to acknowledge our YouTube joiners here. Nitin Phillip has joined the chat room. Thank you so much, Nitin, for actually posting on YouTube. We were very scared that we weren't going to do the video thing today, again because of a glitch in the matrix. But I'm glad it worked, like on the dot. We were about to on it, but it's working. Okay, great. So anyways, now with your first song here, it's called This Little Town. What's the album and what's the song about?
The album is also This Little Town. It's the title track. It's our second record. Our first album was really country, and this one we went a little bit more folk. We recorded the album at Bear Creek Studios, which is kind of close to where I live, north of Seattle a little bit. It's a beautiful studio. I've actually just finished Memoirs by Dave Grohl and Brandy Carlisle, and they both name dropped the studio in there. And it's like, oh, it's really cool because I've been in there, and it's like,
nice.
All these big rock stars utilize the space, and it's nice to work in spaces like that, where you know that the cream of the crop are also making records out there. But it's, you know, some studios you work in, they're like really dungeness and super underground and boxed in feeling. Bear Creek is the opposite to that. It's really light and open, and being here in the Pacific Northwest, everything's really green. And so looking out the windows and seeing trees really kind of has an effect on your music that you're making out there. So everything has a really light and airy feel to this record. And the song sort of about the town that we live in and how it's grown and grown. Yeah.
Excellent. Well,
some people have dubbed it the gentrification song.
The gentrification song. Okay. Now, and before I do there, Fleur, the video room is working. So if you want to try that link again, maybe we can get that working. I see John there looking suave already. So it'd be great to see you on the video feed. But otherwise, welcome to the show, everybody, where we celebrate New Zealand music. But in this instance, we've got a bit of a international lineup. But anyways, first song for today is the W is called This Little Town.
This little town ain't so little anymore. You can sit and watch the houses all come down. If the rain don't take 'em first, the floods will come. Take the wood and steel back where they're from. Little town, you're not so little. Little town, look how you've grown. Workers pouring concrete where roses used to grow. Little town I used to play in. Little town, you've lost your fight. Say hello, skyward towns. Say goodbye, little lights. This little town ain't so little anymore. Lost its heart and soul and its charm is gone. Little roads, the highway, even main streets reach the sky. Oh, little me, oh, little life, oh, how it's grown. Little town, you're not so little. Little town, look how you've grown. Workers pouring concrete where the roses used to grow. Little town I used to play in. Little town, you've lost your fight. Say hello to skyward towers. Say goodbye, little lights. This little town ain't so little anymore. Traded in your wagon lanes for tolls. The little piece of heaven that I used to call my own has spread its wings so far. Oh, how it's grown, oh, how it's grown. Little town, you're not so little. Little town, look how you've grown. Workers pouring concrete where the roses used to grow. Little town I used to play in. Little town, you've lost your fight. Say hello to skyward towers. Say goodbye, little lights. Say hello to skyward towers. Say goodbye, little lights.
Oh, that's so beautiful and so well sung there by Fleur Wood, who's in a little band with her husband called the W Lovers. You can check out everything they're doing at thewlovers.com. Thank you for that beautiful song there, Fleur. Really enjoyed that. And I actually want to showcase a little bit about your history. Yeah, we hear you. Twitch song here, just because I want to play you sort of, if that's okay, what you've come from, sort of rock. Let's fast forward here. Hang on. There's a song called. How old is this song now, by the way?
Oh my gosh, 12.
Right. So there we go. We've gone from really like rocky. Just check it out too. It's really rocking tunes. Always a good time with Twitch tunes. But yeah, from to this folkiness. Been a ditty these days with. I'm going to be.
He's sleeping at it. You might even do them. You might hear just I'm sleeping. Doubling the nose.
Oh wait, I hear him. Yeah, he's well. Welcome to the show. The sound of it there. Fleur and Wesley Wood, couple there, doing all sorts of 100 shows there since the inception in 2018. Sophomore album showcase is called This Little Red Headlock, who the Lumineers. That's amazing. Songs you want to showcase today, and you were like, just lucky dip it, mate. And so, and there's actually 10 lucky dip. Hopefully, I get the right number. I'm the coolest song titles here. I mean, they're all pretty cool. I do like a good blues song, so I figured there's a song there called "I'm Gonna Chase Your Blues." Let's do that one. What's this next song?
This song Wesley wrote, it's probably my favorite on the album. When we were recording it, our producer, like we took in a bunch of songs and we're like, this is totally your call. Whatever you want to do with these songs, like if you want to make this one a rock song or this one a ballad, like take these songs and have fun with them. And he wanted just guitar and vocals for the song, and we got to the end and we're kind of like, well, it needs some percussion. Like, what can we do? Like, what can we do to, give it something? And it was Wesley's idea. That Whitesburg by the Beatles, where they just they left a click track in on the song. So we'd kind of wanted to run with that idea, and Ryan wasn't going to let us do that. But he had this old piece of wood in this tree house. We went into the tree house and we recorded us all knocking on this piece of wood. So that's drums for this song. But I love a song like Somebody's So Sad. You're just there to do whatever you can to make you happy.
Yeah, I mean, that's beautiful.
It's not a blues song at all.
Really?
Yeah. Well,
we will be.
Favorite.
Hopefully there's a little blue in, because we're today stream today. It would have felt like to ourselves. I'm appreciative of people posting with the show, so really thank you. The Kiwi. This is my favorite music. So hopefully there's a little bit of goodness there for Kiwi Bear. But otherwise, welcome to the show, everybody, where we celebrate Kiwi and indie music every Tuesday, 7 p.m. New Zealand time. We have Fleur in Seattle, though, and France. We've got John at 9 France today, which is amazing. Now, John is a guy that you need to check out because he's doing some amazing stuff just landed in distribution. So maybe if John, you guys can go effect on YouTube buffering audio, because choose like, if doing that, just head over to Kiwiradio.nz or upfm.nz and you'll get the show there, or catch it on replay as well. And we do record it as a backup, so we're always doing that kind of stuff. Anyways, the W Lovers is our first guest today. John Norris will be jumping on stage very soon. This next track is called I'm Gonna Chase You, Kiwiradio.nz.
When the crops are picked and the sun casts longest shadow on the town, scattered twilight dances so gently till everything goes down. The olden trees of yesterday, place them on fire, chase the cold away. I ain't gonna call it a night, babe. I'm gonna chase your blues away. I'm gonna chase your blues away, even if it takes all night. I'm gonna chase your blues away. Gonna start a fire in your heart, in your heart. When I see you smiling with the sunrise, every bit of sadness gone. Only then will satisfaction and days of a fallen yesterday, place them on fire, chase the cold away. I ain't gonna call it a night, babe. I'm gonna chase the blues away. I'm gonna chase your blues away, even if it takes all night. I'm gonna chase your blues away. Gonna start a fire in your heart, in your heart.
Oh, that's so beautiful. Give it up for W Lovers. Remember to go check them out on the website, thewlovers.com. That is I'm Gonna Chase Your Blues Away. We have Fleur in Seattle right now. And also, congratulations on the music. Just really loving it. It's really, I'm been like that station all the time, and also so it's quite the trip down memory lane for me, seeing and hearing you together, and I'm treasuring this moment, and I really thank you for staying, making an effort for New Zealand.
It's my pleasure. I've been years and not years, and my son he's just turned 9, Phoenix, and because I think in car, I say now instead of car. There's a lot of things that I've picked up. I think my speech voice certainly not like it was when I was doing radio way back. If I could these days, I'm way too much of a songwriter.
Yeah, that's kind of I'm not complaining because I've radio and only because my son was born in a year now, and the creative juice for me has kind of stopped. Like I'm not. Probably the last record I made was last year, but still, even though I'm just really enjoying sort of celebrating other people's music and showcasing other people's music, it really, when you are doing the radio thing, it becomes like a time thing. So the songwriting does absolutely go on the back burner. And but I'm not recording because I think I'm I don't know, music. But have you?
It has been songwriting though. It'll come back to you. I think songwriter always a songwriter.
Yeah, absolutely. But I don't want to give up the radio gig either. I don't want to give up the radio gig either. It's just a beautiful journey to be able to celebrate other people's music. There's so much talent out, and it's got to be heard, right? So if let's read out some comments. Wee Bear is currently loving the blend of your music, and he's on the back of a wagon watching the sunset right now. Now Nitin is actually in India. He's listening to the radio show today. So Nitin, again, thank you so much. I have no idea what time it is in India at the moment. And so the W Lovers is a project, by the way, by wife and the wlovers.com. So I guess, Fleur, what's going on here on the record? Is it just you two specifically, or produced by Ryan Hadlock, the Lumineer producer? Is he playing on the record as well, or a little about the studio process?
No, I think there's some hand claps and some knocks.
Right.
But no, we had Keith Long record bass. He's played a few shows with us. Always grateful to work with him when we can. And we had the engineer, Taylor Carroll, recorded drums for this album. I had to get that straight because we've actually just been back to Bear Creek to work on our third record. And we had Keith in again for bass. But we had a different drummer this time around. We played a lot of the electric guitar as well as the mandolin, dominantly his instrument. I played the acoustic guitar. He played, I can't remember if he played cellos on it or if I did in the end. I think we mucked around with so many different instruments now. And we both sung. Feel like I'm probably missing instruments. Wesley did harmonica.
Oh, right.
And I can't remember if there was banjo on the second. I don't think there was banjo on the second record. But.
Hey, give Wesley a shout out and ask him if he wants to tutor my 1-year-old on the harmonica, because I've got little videos of him playing the harmonica, and he's legit talent. You know what I mean?
Harmonica is great for little ones. You've got to get your little kazoo as well.
Yeah.
That's the best for little.
Now, your 9-year-old, are they showing interest in music themselves?
Yes. We're just back from a weekend. We had the Okaba Music Festival this last weekend, and a charity gig. And my name is Venus. And like he'll sing a verse, and he'll say, "Everybody sing along." And he's just a natural born performer. Musically, I tried to show him a few things on piano, but I think he's more interested in just making those than sort of learning in a formula, which is really cool. And his age as well. He's got 3 of his own guitars and a keyboard in here. But I think we're not really focused on getting him lessons or anything, just because there's so much music and it's going to be something that's forced upon him until he's at.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It's going to be an enjoying thing. Definitely enjoyed your segment there, Fleur. Just quickly, what's next for you in the near future musically?
Wrapping up, as we've just seen, it's kind of the end of festival. Looking towards the fall festival, hopefully playing in some pumpkin patches before the end of the year. But then just wrapping up the third album, we're mostly done with it. Just we're getting to the point of where we just need to go in and mix it. There's not really anything, just tightening up a few things before mixing and mastering and getting it out, and then already planning sort of the summer for next year as well, which it all just happens quick. We don't have a manager or a tour book or anything. We just get slammed. That 3 months to 20 shows a week, 20 shows a month. We haven't done anything, so it'd be nice when the summer shows sort of slow down a little bit so we can focus on getting the record done.
Absolutely. Hey, look, loving the output, and thank you very much for spending the time with New Zealand this evening, and wishing you all the best. Actually, I'm going to change my mind with the next song because I found a catchy song title, and I really like the positive vibe it's giving. Saying the song I'm going to pick to close off your segment is called "Don't Forget the Stars Are for Wishing On." That's positive as it gets, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I think if anybody's ever seen The Secret, this is kind of the same kind of deal. Like, don't get so busy with life that you forget to make dreams.
Yeah.
We all have plans, dreams, the things that you really want and the things that make your heart happy. So
yeah, absolutely.
Don't forget to ask you for those things.
That's quite a beautiful sentiment there, and certainly the music matches your personality, Fleur. I've always valued you as a person. You're such a beautiful human being, and thank you very much again for your creative goodness, and wishing you all the best, and hopefully this is not the last time on the podcast, especially if with Wesley Wood. So thank you again. Say hi to your husband, and wishing you all the best with the W Lovers.
Thanks so much.
Sure. And that is the wlovers.com. Check out her music, and just really loving the input. Stay tuned. We have John Norris as well, straight after the track. Beautiful, just pop. He's pop goodness. He's just landed an American distribution deal as well with their track Casanova, which we'll close the shop with. It's a really good time. It's a really good time. Anyway, stick around.
Out the door, down the stairs into the night. Got a star hanging out in the sky. One for you, one for you and I. Slow down, look right. Pick out the darkest cloud in the sky and find yourself a silver lining. Lean in, darling, whisper. The universe is listening. The secret is whatever you are wishing. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Don't forget the stars you're wishing on. Ooh, ooh. Don't forget the stars for wishing on. Down like the sun as you sink in your bed, swirling around in your head. Thoughts of you and I. wishing. Don't forget the stars before wishing on. Don't forget stars before wishing on.
All right. Speaking of bright, shiny stars, we definitely have one amongst us right now. Morris is a beautiful singer-songwriter all the way from France, joining our New Zealand team today. John, welcome to the show. Welcome, welcome. Now, let's fix this. Let's fix this audio here. Let's fix it. And that's what happens when you're talking to people overseas. Things like this happen. If you're still listening, to fill the gap, tell me a really good joke. That would be great. I've got a great joke for you. What's Lady Gaga's favorite? How does Lady Gaga like her steak? How does Lady Gaga like her steak? Do you know? It's raw, raw, raw. Gonna fix John's audio very soon. Let's just start off with a song right now. It's in Doherty music. Talk it over. US Bird. Have him shortly.
How we lose everything in a blink of an eye, yeah. Can we talk for a moment? Can we just start again? It's unbelievable how I'm losing my mind. And I know, feel like we lost our way. We're gonna get it right this time, girl. Come on, come on, come on, don't let light this pass us by, no. Come on, come on, come on, baby, ooh. How did we get so low? The only thing I know is that I won't let you go. Baby, I wish, oh no, wishing well that girl that I miss. Oh no, can we go back in time? And I don't know how we came to this. Wanna get you back in my life. Can we talk it over? Can we talk it over? Baby, I'm feeling the hope. So please don't give up, don't give up, don't give up. Just don't leave me alone. We only get one life, one love, one chance to make it better. Stop fighting, stop hiding. Wanna see you smile. We're gonna get it right this time, girl. Come on, come on, come on. We won't let this pass us by, yeah. Come on, come on, come on, babe. Ooh, how did we get so low? The only thing I know is that I won't let you go. Baby, I wish, I'm wishing while the girl that I miss. Yeah. Can we go back in time? And I don't know how we came to this. I wanna get you back in my life. Can we talk it over? Can we talk it over? Lately I've been praying for some kind of miracle. Sometimes love is easy, sometimes love is difficult. We need a conversation to get through this situation. Time is of the essence, and I wanna spend it with you. Baby, I wish, I'm wishing well the girl that I miss. Yeah. Can we go back in time? And I don't know how we came to this. I wanna get you back in my life. Can we talk it over? Can we talk it over?
Talking it over with Kiwi and indie musicians every week at Tuesdays, 7 p.m. New Zealand time. However, we've got a bit of a treat today. John Norris from Paris. Hopefully we can talk it over properly now. John, can you hear us? Check, check, check. Yeah, no, see, it's Still not happening. How do you do an interview without audio? I have no idea. And that's live radio there for you, I guess. What I'll do is we'll play. Hang on, let's just try this again. It's definitely working on my end. Because you can actually hear it calling, right? See, there we go. So it's calling. It's calling, and we hear him now. And I can see his lips moving. So close everything except Skype, if that's possible. Oh, there we go. I heard you now.
Yeah, you got me?
Yeah, I got you. It's one of those things. If we try and multitask, right, it just doesn't work. And but we got you good. Let's just focus on the podcast version. We want to keep the recording, so we can hear you. That's the main thing. John, welcome to the show. Now, this is quite nostalgic for me to hear your voice again. It's been a while.
Yeah.
How you been, my man?
Oh, it's good, Ralph. I mean, it's thank you for inviting me, first of all. And yeah, definitely. I mean, we've been friends for years now because we met up back in London, and I don't know how long ago that was. That was many, many years ago. I remember you did an amazing set.
I'll remind you, it was 9 years ago.
Stayed in touch ever since.
It was 9 years ago.
Wow.
Almost a decade. So.
Yeah, man, I was just a big fan. I mean, I was there with my girlfriend at the time and my sister and a few friends of mine. And yeah, we loved your set. So we went to check you out. We're looking at Ralph, New Zealand. It took us ages to find you. But actually, we did. And yeah, we've just stayed in touch ever since, really.
Mutual love. And I've always loved your stuff. And you've just got... It's just win after win for you, mate. It's just going well for you. Musically as well. I'm just loving the output. Some of my favorite tunes coming from you right now is actually the next track. You did a duet with Kirsten Collins, who is an amazing female vocalist. I'm going to play the song. You Got Me. Now, is she Paris-based as well, or how did that kind of collaboration come about?
No. She's based in I think originally she's a Canadian, and she's based in Los Angeles, or at least she was when I met her. And basically, yeah, we just did like a collab by distance, by email. So she was like, I sent her the song. The publisher she was working with really liked the song, so we were straight away sort of like, let's duet on it. And so I sent some minor vocals, and then literally the next day she sent me hers. And I remember just looking at my sound engineers, and I said, look, we got to go back in the studio because she's just destroyed me on the track. She's an amazing vocalist. Kirsten is a seriously hot talent. So it was so much fun. And eventually we did end up meeting in Los Angeles, where we shot a little video on the balcony, which was amazing.
Nice. So yeah, I was going to ask you that because the music video, you actually has both of you in the same location. So wow, you traveled all the way to film the video. What's next for you in distribution deal? What does it actually mean for John Norris?
What it means is the main point of it all is really to get your music heard. So I really can't emphasize how important it is for me to be able to sort of have my songs played over there. Nowadays, as you know, it's mostly digital, so it's imperative for me to have a good distribution deal. So at this stage, when I released my first single, I only had the European market, but now we've been able to go over to other markets too. And the next stage for me is basically just promote it, promotion, and also preparing my EP, because that's actually the first song of my upcoming EP, which I'm preparing right now. So fingers crossed, I should be able to release it soon.
And I'll certainly do my utmost best for the New Zealand market. And so you have that covered for Kiwiradio.nz. So check your analytics, your streaming analytics. If there's if there's traffic coming from New Zealand, the main guy pushing you. So Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly, you're my plug.
You're my plug, and I'm happy to be part of your street team because I absolutely believe in the John Norris. Check it out for yourself.
Likewise, bro. I'll be your plug over here. You can count on me.
Mutual love. See, we're like brothers, and I've been told we actually look alike too. So we're like actual brothers now. So, anyways,
yeah. Anytime.
Check it out for yourself, and rate it yourself. This is John Norris and Kirsten Collins, their duet called "You Got Me," playing on Kiwiradio.nz. Let us know what you think. We'll be back with John Norris, his brand new single called Casanova. It's been on my head ever since. Check that out. It's a real good one.
I can make you feel right now. I can be the one that takes you on to dance forever. I can see it in your eyes. Watching your body breathe, and I know 'cause your body can hide it. And you can't deny it now.
You know that you feel what I'm feeling. You could try, but I won't let you go. 'Cause when we're not together, it's treason. Keep believing.
I won't let it go. All the way there, you got me. I know that you're the one. You know I give you everything. Love the way that you got me. I'll let you lead the way. Be my one and only.
I feel I'm in a dream whenever you're around me. To your mind and our hearts will. All I wanna do is make time for you. It's just me and you, got nothing to lose. You make all the moves no one else could do. Make me feel like I'm floating. You know that you feel what I'm feeling. You can try, but I won't let you go. 'Cause when we're not together, it's treason. Keep believing.
I won't let it go. All the way there, you got me. I know that you're the one. Give you everything. Love the way that you got me. I'll let you lead the way. Be my one and only.
Be my one and only. Be my one and only. Be my one and only. Be my one and only.
So good. John Norris, officially, I have to say that is officially my favorite track of yours, John. I just love I love what you two have brought together. You know, it's just a perfect combination of two beautiful voices. So well done.
Thank you, sir.
And so tell us, now I've been following your socials closely. I just love the sports cars that you're always photoed with, and you've just got the nicest, just the nicest clothes all the time. Who is your stylist, please? Who is your stylist? Oh, okay. No, no audio again. But what we'll do is close the video chat because that seems to kill the audio. But while he does that, I'll play you the little sting that he recorded for us. It's really good. Watch this.
Hi, New Zealand. This is John Norris coming at you all the way from France, and you're listening to my new single Casanova, playing on Kiwiradio.nz.
John. Mr. Casanova all the way from France today. And I tell you what, when you're doing an international slot, sometimes the airwaves just get caught. Hello, how are you? Check. And hello.
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Yeah, technical issues.
I knew that you were going to be harder to get than the president. I didn't know it was going to be this hard.
Yeah, man. I don't know why the live stream isn't working on my end, and it just completely screws up the whole system. So sorry about that, guys.
No, that's all right. Hey, we're in the music industry, right?
Yeah. You don't want me working in that department.
Now, John, thanks so much for being a good sport and spending some time in New Zealand here. What's next for you creatively, my friend?
I mean, I'm signed to a publishing deal over in France with it's a co-publishing deal with a company called NextPay and another company called Cole Productions. And basically, I'm required to sort of compose and write songs for other artists,
Nice.
and simultaneously develop my own artistic project. So I'm actually currently working on my EP. I've just finished the other songs. Nova is one of the songs. And yeah, I just can't wait to finish the songs and get back to gigging. You know, I think I've really missed playing. I think that's one of the moments, just basically my time in the studio. So I just want to get back there. Hopefully, New Zealand will be part of the deal. You know,
Absolutely. Again, it's all about the analytics. So if you stream, goodness, give him lots of love from the New Zealand market, who could be coming to a stage near you. Now, you literally be the next Ryan Tedder. You know, he's the songwriter for One Republic, but he's been writing songs for all sorts of artists as well. It's the route for he is he was writing for all sorts of artists before One Republic even became a thing. So, but yeah, I mean, that's the thing, you just hit all sorts of balls and a few of them will land. That's
the plan.
That's the Kirsten Collins duet, though. That one seems to be a magic formula because your two voices a perfect match, in my opinion. And
thank you, Ralph. I appreciate it.
Please reach out to her again because I mean, you guys are amazing together. And
Definitely.
The John stuff as well is amazing. Now, Casanova, I wanted to ask you. I actually had to look up what Casanova meant, and as far as I am aware, Casanova means multiple lovers, something like that. Now, give us a bit of gossip. Are you? Is this a little bit of what's happening in your personal life, or what's the inspiration?
No, man. You know what? Actually, what I like to do, obviously, I know the whole concept of Casanova. I think it's a little bit outdated today, anyway. So I didn't want to have some kind of character. It's just chatting to random women every night in the club. You know, what I wanted to actually sort of make it a little bit more modern, be a powerful and empowering relationship with your partner. So basically, I kind of saying to this girl I want to go out with her, so look, I can take you to places where you should be, basically, and have a kind of a mutual encouragement thing. So it's like creating a power couple. I kind of like the idea. It's something a lot more healthy than just some sort of random thing. So I really wanted to. I can't remember exactly. I should remember my something,
Yeah, so absolutely. Now the audio, just so you know, was glitching towards the end there. But what you're saying is John Norris is really a romantic at heart, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Now, is there a special someone in John's life here? I feel like the paparazzi asking you personal questions in the music podcast, but hey, it's part of the parcel that is John Norris, right? Is there a special someone?
Sure. I mean, it's there's always a special someone.
I love it. I love that. I love that because it can be. I love that answer because it can be interpreted either way, and it remains the mystery. And that is what John Norris is. He is. There is a layer of mystery with Mr. John. Hey, John, thank you so much for gracing.
I'm very shy.
Thank you so much for gracing us here in New Zealand. Best of luck with your creative endeavors and your music, because I, for one, am a huge friend, but also a huge fan. So sometimes I don't don't quite know where I land because I'm a bit of both. And so, John, where can we find you online? Where's the best place?
I'll basically just put in my name, John Norris, without the H. John Norris Official. I'm pretty much on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and Spotify. You should find me quite quickly. So if you just put in John Norris Official, I'm pretty present.
Awesome. And that spelling, guys, is Julia Oscar November Oscar Romeo India Sierra. So yeah, double Romeo, which is what you are, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Any final words? And again, thank you for joining us. Any final words?
Of course. Well, first of all, thank you, Ralph, for inviting me. It's always a pleasure to talk to you, my friend. And I think the coin between fan and friend, I think it's a fran. So I'm officially your fran.
Oh.
And I'd also like to give a shout out to New Country to the investing part of my plans.
And before you go there, John, because you are fluent in French, tell us something sexy in French. Say I'm putting 2 bits of toast in the toaster in French. But like make it like a love poem, you know?
Ok, j'ai mon ami Ralph, c'est le meilleur du monde. Il habite en Nouvelle-Zélande, il adore manger des toasts le matin. Allez checker ça, Kiwi Radio.
I have no idea what you said. But
I'll tell you what it means later.
Well, yeah.
I was basically slapping you off with French.
French is such a beautiful language. I really envy the fact that that you know French and I don't. And yeah, it's really one of those tools in the kit that make you double Romeo, and I'm not. So again, thank you so much for joining us today, John Norris Official. Congratulations on the music.
Thank you, Ralph. It was a pleasure. Take care, my friend.
Take care. And we are signing off with his brand new tune, Casanova. You heard it here. I label it a classified hit. Kiwiradio.nz. Thanks for joining us.
And I want to know how to get you in my life. 'Cause I'm real, yes, I'm real, I'm real. And I feel, yes, I feel. But I'm the only one who had the key. The only one to set you free. Oh, come on over, you're Casanova. Just take me in, I got the thing, and you're in short supply. Oh, come over, you're Casanova. Now make you win, I'll give you wings that'll take us higher. Oh, come on over, you're Casanova. Oh, come on over, you're Casanova. Oh, come on over, you're Casanova. Oh, come on over. You're Casanova. Got to know. Now I'm gonna change my mind. Now I'm good to go. Now I don't wanna waste no time. 'Cause I'm real, yes, I'm real, I'm real. And I feel, yes, I feel. And I'm the only one who had the key. The only one to set you free. Oh, come on over, you're Casanova. Just take me in, I got the thing, and you're in short supply. Oh, come on over, you're Casanova. Now make you win, I'll give you wins that'll take us higher. Oh, come on over, you're Casanova. Just take me in, I got the thing, and you're in short supply. Oh, come on over, you're Casanova. Oh, come on over, you're Casanova. Oh, come on over, you're Casanova.
That's the show, everybody.
You're Casanova.
Also want to shout out to Samantha Josephine. Check her out if you like grunge.
Kiwiradio.nz's featured artist of the moment is Samantha Josephine, with the lead single Feel the Hate from the brand new record A Light Boy in His Paper Room.
Solid. Gonna know you feel hate. Gonna where you find it. Gonna where you feel hate. So trace.
Check her out at SamanthaJosephineAlbums.com.
Special shout out to our other sponsor, Auckland Mama Market.co.nz. We're actually doing a show in Theatre 2 this Saturday. So check them out, aucklandmamamarket.co.nz. I will be spinning the tunes 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. for the market. 5-year anniversary to that market. It's been absolutely fun doing shows with them. And absolutely fun doing this show today. Coming up on the podcast, we have Mr. Sam V. Check this little stinger right now. Check one.
And I will not if you listen, I will not think you ever again. So
Sam V. Yeah. So remember to tune to Kiwiradio.nz so that Sam V will continue singing some beautiful ballads for you. Coming up on the podcast, Sam V, Vinci as well, Gavin Kennedy, Violet French, C Mouse, Ventura Black, Damien Binder, Keely Shade, Madeline, Coral Pitcher, and a ton more. If you want to check out the schedule, go to kiwiradio.nz/radio. If you are catching this live, remember we do this Tuesdays, 7 p.m. New Zealand time every week. And the beautiful thing about it is if you want to relive the memory, it will be available as an mp3 download. We also want to shout out upfm.co.nz, who let us simulcast on their radio station, normally a techno station. They are actually full spectrum dance. So if you love that kind of stuff, head over to upfm.co.nz. And that is the plug. That is the show. Yeah, didn't we do well? Despite all the technical glitches, I think that was an A+ appearance. And that's it. I'm channel. Stay cool and stay creative. And if you're a fan of New Zealand and indie music, we love you for tuning in. Kia ora, tēnā koutou katoa. Stay tuned for more on Kiwiradio.nz, streaming 24/7. Over and out.